There is an invitation in the Bible that has been extended to every person who has ever felt exhausted. Not just physically tired, but that deeper kind of tired. The kind that sleep does not fix. The kind that builds up over months of carrying things you were never designed to carry alone. And the person extending it is Jesus, not a system, not a religious routine. Jesus himself, looking directly at the most worn-out people around him and saying something so simple it almost sounds too good to be true. Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Come to me, not come to church, not come to religion, not clean yourself up and then come. Come to me, as you are, right now, with everything you are carrying, and I will give you rest. To understand how radical this invitation was, you have to understand who Jesus was talking to. The people around him were living under an enormous religious burden. The religious leaders of that time had taken the law of Moses, which was already substantial, and added hundreds of additional rules and regulations on top of it. Rules about how to wash your hands, how far you could walk on the Sabbath, what you could and could not touch. Layer upon layer of requirement that ordinary people were supposed to carry every single day, and most of them were exhausted by it. Not just physically, spiritually exhausted, trying to be good enough, do enough, follow enough rules to feel like they were right with our Father, and never quite getting there, always one mistake away from feeling like they had failed again. Into that exhaustion Jesus speaks, "Come to me. All of you who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest." Not try harder, not you are almost there, rest, from someone who actually has the authority to give it. That word weary in the original Greek is kopiao. It means to be worn out from labor, to be at the end of your strength, and burdened means to be loaded down, like a person carrying more weight than they were built for. Jesus is not describing spiritual weakness. He is describing the natural result of carrying things too long without putting them down, and he is not offering sympathy. He is offering a solution. Come to me. The weight you are carrying, bring it here, and I will give you something in exchange that you cannot manufacture yourself. Rest. Not just for your body. Verse 29 specifies it. Rest for your souls. Soul rest is different from sleep. You can sleep 8 hours and wake up with a tired soul. Soul rest is that settled, peaceful, grounded feeling that comes from knowing you are not alone, that you are known and loved and held by someone who is not going to drop you, that the weight of your life is being shared with someone strong enough to carry it. That is what Jesus is offering. And the way you access it is not complicated. He says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me." A yoke in that culture was a farming tool, a wooden frame placed across the necks of 2 oxen so they could pull together. The image Jesus is using is intentional. He is not asking you to carry nothing. He is asking you to stop pulling alone and start pulling alongside him, his yoke, his pace, his direction. And then he says something about himself that is easy to skip over, but is everything. I am gentle and humble in heart. This is one of the only places in all of Scripture where Jesus directly describes his own character, and he does not say, I am powerful. He does not say, I am holy. He says, I am gentle, I am humble. The one asking you to trust him with your burdens is not harsh, demanding, or impossible to please. He is gentle. He knows what you are carrying, and he is not going to make it heavier. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. That word easy in Greek is krestos. It means well-fitting, custom-made. A yoke that was well-fitted did not chafe or cause pain. It was shaped specifically for the animal wearing it. Jesus is saying, what I am asking you to carry is fitted to you. It is not a generic, one-size-fits-all burden. It is shaped for who you are, what you can handle, and where you are going, and carried alongside him. It is light in a way that the burdens you have been carrying alone never were. Think about the difference between dragging something heavy by yourself versus having someone strong beside you sharing the load. The object does not change, but the experience of carrying it is completely different. That is the peace Jesus is describing, not a life without weight, but a life where the weight is shared with someone who is more than capable of carrying his half. So what does coming to Jesus actually look like on a Tuesday morning when the to-do list is long and the pressure is already building? It starts with honesty. Coming to Jesus is not a performance, it is a conversation. Before your day gets going, before the noise takes over, take 60 seconds and just be honest with him. Tell him what is heavy. Tell him what you are dreading. Tell him what you do not have the strength for today. He already knows. But the act of bringing it to him, of choosing to acknowledge that you need him, is what opens the door to the rest he is offering. You cannot receive something with closed hands. Then take the next step from rest rather than from striving. This is the practical shift Matthew 11 is pointing you toward. Most of us move through our days from a place of striving, pushing, grinding, white-knuckling our way through. And there is a place for hard work and discipline. But when striving becomes the default, when we are always running on empty, always one more thing away from breaking, something has gone wrong. Jesus is inviting you into a different default. Rest as the foundation, peace as the starting point. Not something you earn at the end of a productive day, but something you receive at the beginning, before you have done anything to deserve it. Start from that place today. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are a person whose Father is gentle, whose yoke is fitted, whose burden is shared. Move from that truth and watch how differently the day feels. Here is what I want you to take with you. The peace that Matthew 11 is pointing to is not the absence of difficulty. Jesus never promised that. What he promised is his presence in the middle of it. A yoke that fits, a pace that is sustainable, a partner in the pulling who is strong enough to carry more than his share on the days when you have nothing left. You were not built to carry your life alone. Nobody is. And the invitation that has been standing open since Jesus first spoke these words is still standing open right now. Come to me, weary, burdened, worn out, not sure how you're going to make it through the day. Come exactly like that. That is who this invitation was written for. Bring what is heavy, take what he is offering, and start your day from a place of rest that only our Father can give. His burden is light, and his arms are open.